So dear viewers, today's video is a bit of a different one. Today, we're going to be ranting about the new pallet update. Let's start with how many pallets are in this little area alone in Lampkin Lane. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 fucking pallets in this little area alone right besides a house that usually has not 1, but 2 vaults. Granted, 2 of these pallets are probably filler pallets, but still that's for pallet stun opportunities one after another. As a pig player, protecting gens isn't always easy because of lack of mobility. So if you're getting juiced without realizing it, that could easily be to gens popped during your first chase. You're probably thinking, well, pork, you're just a stupid dumb pigman who doesn't know how to drop chases. And to that I say, fuck you! I'm kidding, obviously. But the problem is a bit more complicated than that. Say example, after a minute you decide I'm dropping chase from the first area, and you go to this area as pig. You see another survivor that's working on this gen, and begin chase. We're immediately faced with several problems. The first being this pallet, and this pallet. The first issue with this pallet is pig. Unless they're looping around the sign, and not the car. That's basically a 3 to 3 round loop around the car. Pig's ambush thrives around smaller tiles. And if you know anything about Pig and her ambush, these cars are too long to mind game around with ambush. Even with Last Will and Workshop Grease. In short, you're eating that pallet if you decide to chase around that pallet, which is more time survivors have to work on this gen up here and the ones around the map. Ideally, this is the kind of pallet you want to be playing around as Pig. It's a filler pallet, so if you're ambushing and mind game well enough, you can end chase earlier if you got a hit in on the way over near the generator. But of course, Dead by Daylight hates Pig, so not only do we have 1, but 2 cars that are difficult to mind game on Pig, solely for the fact that a survivor can just camp this god pallet and loop the truck to extend chase. Oh, and remember that filler pallet I mentioned earlier. It's a 50-50, so if you get pallet stunned, you're looking at another pallet between these 2 houses nearby. So to summarize, this area near the second gen, we have 2 filler pallets and 2 god pallets. And at that point, you're basically forced to drop that chase to unless they went for the filler pallets instead of the god pallets, and you down them. So what is my point so far? My point is with this pallet density update. Every map feels like shit to play as Pig. Oh, but you only spoke about half of Lampkin Lane. Oh, but I have plenty of examples of how maps are filled with excessive god pallets that make Pig feel useless regardless of build. Add-ons. Not only is this vault near the entrance bullshit and leads directly to a god pallet on the side of the building. Shack in Badham literally has a line through the house in front of it from shack that leads directly to a vault and 3 different god and 1 filler pallet. Inside and under this building alone are 2 god pallets and a vault. Greenville is probably the absolute second worst map for Pig. Where do I even begin with this awful map design? So there's 2 vaults, and for exits for this building alone, 1 pallet inside the cinema, at least 2 on this side of the building in the parking lot. And basically, every single inch of this map is littered with 2 fucking pallets besides each other. Go near shack. 2 pallets right by the door, middle of the map. 2 pallets up the map from the parking lot. A vault that leads right next to another pallet that you can drop before going to the parking lot and looping the god pallets. Basically, this is fuck you any killer that cannot ignore pallets the map. Basically, Pig is struggling bad at the moment. I probably forgot to mention several maps. If there's any maps that come to mind for you, tell me in the comments. And for the love of God, BHVR, please rework Pig already. She just can't keep up with shit like this, please, I'm begging you. I just want to play Pig.